Tomorrow will be a very intense day in New York because the General Assembly will start with a commemorative session to celebrate this 10 years since the International Year of Volunteers. The General Assembly will then suspend, and UNV will launch the first ever report it has prepared on the state of the world's volunteerism. The day will then continue with a general debate in the General Assembly. Member states will be able to share their views, their approaches to supporting volunteerism, the steps they've taken, and we hope that this will conclude with the passing of a General Assembly resolution. If we now have a resolution to support volunteerism, to recommending the best ways to encourage it and allow it to flourish, then we will have an expression of global commitment towards making sure that volunteerism isn't an afterthought, but is an integral part of programs and therefore can truly express its strengths and have a maximum impact. I believe that this year has been incredibly successful in raising the recognition, the acknowledgement of volunteerism and what volunteers can bring to development and peace activities. I strongly believe that many UN operations would not be possible without the contributions of volunteers. We see it in peacekeeping missions, in humanitarian response and assistance to refugees, in programs that have to have a broad outreach to faraway communities, to promote development. In all these areas, the presence of volunteers is essential to expand the outreach of the United Nations and to allow them to do more. I have realized myself, visiting our volunteers in the field, that very often the face of the UN that the communities, the population encounters is the face of a UN volunteer. So I do believe that they bring a great contribution to the work of the UN, not just because they bring competencies, our volunteers are specialists, but also because they bring their commitment, their values, their desire to really make a difference. My first message to all UN volunteers around the world is to say thank you. You're doing a wonderful job. I'm really proud of all of you. And the second message is, of course, continue to do it. And finally, I would like to wish all the volunteers around the world a very successful UN Day for volunteers, during which they will feel that how much the global community has recognized their effort, appreciates them, and stands behind them to provide them the support they need to continue to do it. So thanks again.